Hi, good morning. Well, it's morning where I am. This is Mrs. B, and my quote du jour is Once you choose hope, anything is possible. And that's by Christopher Reeve. And it is Earth Day today. So, April 22nd. So, today's book, I got this in England when I was there a few years ago at a thrift store, is where I got it. And I picked it up for my daughter when she was a little girl. So, in honor of Earth Day today, I thought this would be a good book to read. It's called I Am a Tree, and it's the Who Am I series. And let's see, it is printed in Spain. I don't see where the publisher is. Okay, here it is. It's Santa Liana Publishing Company out of New York City. In the beginning, I was very small. I was just a seed. As I got bigger, naturally, I became a plant. My trunk was harder than the stem of a rose. My leaves were smaller than the leaves of a cabbage. My roots were stronger than the roots of a wheat stalk. I was just any vegetable you might know. I was stronger than an elm tree. I was shaped better than an oak tree. I was taller than a pine tree. I was just any tree you might know. My leaves were the prettiest part of me. They helped me to breathe and to clean the air. I had many, many leaves. I had small leaves in the spring, very green leaves in the summer, and dry leaves in the fall. But in the winter, as the time passed, I grew bigger and bigger. Until one day I discovered that beside of me there was a lady tree. I wanted to go over to be near her, but trees cannot move from place to place. I could only send her messages with the insects, with the birds, and with the wind. Thanks to them, many new trees were born. We had made a forest. We lived very happily with the owls, the rabbits, the foxes, the mushrooms, the grass, and Snow White's little friends, the seven dwarfs, who came to visit us once in a while. People like the forest very much. They like the shade, the animals, the grass, and the sunset. But people also like to eat, to build campfires, to hunt, and to read newspapers. One day a man came and said, "This is mine." And he put up a sign, "No trespassing." He put up fences and he sold the forest because he was the kind of man who liked to eat, to smoke, to hunt, and to read newspapers more than he liked the animals, the shade, the grass, and the sunsets. Turn the page here. I was the last tree to fall. At my side were my son, who was 180 years old, my daughter, who was 100 years old, my grandson, who was 40 years old, my granddaughter, who was 25 years old, and my lady tree, who, just like some people, doesn't like to tell her age. All my friends came to say goodbye to me, the birds, the insects, the squirrels, the moles, the rabbits, the mushrooms, the grass. I was taken to a lumber yard.
The pine trees go to the sawmill. The walnut goes to the cabinet maker. Make chips from the oaks. The maples go to the carpenter. What do I do with this tall, skinny one? It's going to be a telephone pole.
The other trees were used to make many different things. Pencils, chair, shoes, books, axe handle, a mandolin, Russian nesting dolls, homes. I was left alone in the middle of nowhere, bored, bare, and watching the time go by. And up there is a lot of dialogue. The spring came once again, and it rained and the sun came out, and it rained and the sun came out. Trees get their food from their roots, especially when it rains. I must have still had a little bit of root because I began to get food. And one day, another day, another day, another day, another week, another week, another week, another month, another month, another month, and there by my side was my lady tree. Now we are just waiting for our friends to come. The birds, the insects, the squirrels, the moles, the rabbits, the mushrooms, and Snow White's little friends. The end. I hope you enjoyed your Earth Day, and I will talk to you later. Have a great one. Bye-bye.